wrapped up in my sleeping bag, looking out the window at Aaron's house as the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. And the trees are silhouetted black against the emerging blue sky with the fading stars up in the sky. And I think to myself how much I hate Aaron because he's got it fucking made with this fantastic house of his, this nice little piece of property tucked away out in the backwoods of South Dakota. God, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. I hope he dies of syphilis. You piece of shit.
Come with me on a journey, boys and girls. Let me tell you about my dream, right? And I will draw the line in the sand, die on this. So I'm emphatically confident that this is 100% true and possible and attainable. There is, and at least in the past, there was this state you could get in your life where everything was kind of squared away, right? Take, for example, you move to a new town, you got to get a new apartment. You got to hook up your life in a new town, right? Okay, so you get an apartment, you get transportation, you get new insurance, new cell phone plan, new internet provider, right? All that. And yes, it's complicated. It's like putting a new engine in a car, right? You got to hook up everything to it and the belts and the exhaust and the wires and all that. But there's a finite amount of things that need to be done, though many, that you turn the key, the engine fires up, and you're done with it. It should run for a long time. And your life is the same way, right? You move to a town, you have it, whatever. There's only so many things you need to set and put into place that, okay, that's done. And now, which I swear to God, it's almost like it's by design. They need you to constantly be fixing and dicking around with shit. But I have this dream that I have a right. Because it is possible. It should be possible. It was possible before I experienced it. So why the fuck is it that I woke up this morning and my internet provider says, you're late 3 days on your payment? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You see, because let me explain what the internet, aside from barely providing internet, yes, I know it's going to be replaced come Friday by another company that's probably going to fuck it up. But in the meantime, I was on automatic bill pay, right? And I forgot that last month we're changing our automatic bill pay. It's not huge. It's not a big thing, but fuck. Okay, so next month you got to re-log in, create new thing and all that. Fine. Next month come. That's this past month. I remember clicking on the link, going in. Do you think it works? Of course it doesn't. Of course. And no, it isn't user error or performance issue. It just doesn't fucking work. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll have to call them up later and just pay over the phone. Besides which, this is probably going to be my last month with them. I forgot. I get the email. And I'm like, it's a Monday, like I'm actually excited to go to work. I'm like, oh, I got to do this, got to do that. I got to be on fire, man, on fire. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You're past due 3 days. And it dawned on me that what probably ended up happening, they got some payment system that offered them a better deal. They kicked everyone off of the current payment system, thereby burdening their entire customer base with now having to have a new username and password. It not only burdens us, but it burdens them because it doesn't fucking work. And now they get to spend their time troubleshooting this thing that doesn't work, which is probably costing them more than what the time savings were the salesman convinced them to ditch the old system with, right? It was working. Why did you fuck with it? And then, of course, today seems to be YouTube day. The news comes out the past week, past 2 weeks, whatever. YouTube is messing with the algorithm. And then you know, and what? Next October, we all got to get Windows 11. And it was the last, I think it was the last month of my employment in banking. They made our entire bank take this online education CPE. It was just fucking bullshit. And it dawned on me, no matter I have a philosophical question for corporate leaders, corporate managers, all you corpos out there. Do you believe that there is this state? You build a factory, you set up a company, and that it should run for a while so that you can recoup your costs? Or are you so blinded by perpetual improvement? Continual improvement was a concept taught in business schools, and it should be nuked from orbit and burned in hell and be condemned to suffer hanging out with Oprah for the rest of its life. Did you actually believe in that counterlogical bullshit? Did, or is it you're so egotistical, it can't be, oh well, we just got to replace the belts on the factory. No, I'm Becky and I have my PhD in marketing and I'm going to innovate and we're going to have DEI and AI and I'm a corporal bro, I'm going to have AI, we're going to leverage our synergies. Is that you're just a bunch of maniacs who don't realize that your job is just to produce a good product at a fair price? Because to me, I'm not a pilot or nothing, but I know I'm not wrong. I know you guys are low IQ idiots. I know you got your 102 IQ with your MBA and a bunch of connections. That's why you're the CEO of a company. But I'm not an idiot. I'm smarter than you. I know that companies, businesses are just machines, they're organizations, they're systems. And like a plane, not that I'm a pilot, but the whole idea that commercial flight is affordable is a thing called cruising speed or cruising altitude. Actually, got to do both. A plane gets up to a safe and optimal level where the air is the right mixture, that its engines work the best because the engine is designed that way to take in that air, have the best fuel efficiency, go the fastest speed for the longest possible time with the least amount of maintenance issues and everything. And that's called cruising speed, right? And they've done it. They've done the math. They got the most optimal. They got it because they want to make as much money as possible. So the planes are built around cruising speed. The airplane design is based on cruising, the altitude, everything is, we want to get as many people as quick and safe and affordably as possible to their destinations. And just like, whether it's building a factory, plane, you have to go up. There's all this initial infrastructural investment. You got to burn some fuel, gain elevation, gain speed, da da da. But once you hit it, then there should be this long period of time where you just fly. And with businesses, it's got to be the same thing. You put all this infrastructure and you get your investments, you get your investors, you don't screw them over. You you lay down the foundation, you put in the assembly line, you get the employees, you turn on the lights. Now, do we just run for a while? And you don't. You fucking don't. There always has to be some kind of fuckery that slows the system down, and we never reach cruising altitude. We never reach cruising speed. I saw that in banking, man. We're like, I'm being dragged meetings, right? Are you aware you're taking people off the line when I got to go sit in some meeting that doesn't have anything to do with me? I had to take the CPE bullshit and it had nothing, that just prevented me from doing my job. And then now, just, I know it's minor, but god damn it, man, this costs us so much in terms of GDP, labor satisfaction, wages, production. I mean, you're literally crippling our wealth. Why the fuck did my internet service provider change payment Why? 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 And it's not, that's just the smallest of the small. Where, God, Microsoft making the whole world upgrade to Windows 11. Oh my God, fuck off. YouTube, I know it's been a zany week at YouTube and Google. Like, what's going on now? Right? You had it. You had it, guys. Everyone's making videos. We're all making money. Everybody's happy, right? And you guys haven't been taken over by private equity. Why are you messing with it? That's private equity, right? Private equity. Here's a company that's profitable. Let's fuck with it. Got to improve it and leverage our synergies and increase motivations, get our KPIs. And we need to make it known to the world that business management should not be exciting or interesting. We also have to acknowledge that kind of like human relationships, we kind of optimized it, right? Golden rule, men and women, husband, wife, raise the kid, nuclear family. Like we kind of figured it through trial and error. And I think you got to understand, especially you business leaders and especially you academics, there's really nothing to learn anymore. It's already been optimized. Don't fuck with it. And I think that's what it is. I think people go to school for so damn long. They think that it's not like, here, take control of this boat. Don't crash into an iceberg. But my professor said I could do a wheelie with this boat. And there's a like, no. Just point the boat. We've done this a million times before. Point the boat in the right direction. You see this bearing? Stick to it. And you guys can't. You just can't help yourself. And you always got to initiate changes and make initiations and change the initiation. You're always initiating something and nobody fucking wants it. Nobody. The what's her name? The Cracker Barrel. Oh, we're going to change the color of the pegs in the peg game. We're going to, right? Right? Perkins, how bad was it, man? How bad was it? All you had to do was keep the French silk pie in stock. That's all you had to do, man. You had one job. No, I'm sure somebody, right? You probably sold to private equity, some kind of leverage buyout. They knew what they were going to do. They cut the ingredients just like they did at PF Chang's, and now it's shit. It's all shit. Sometimes, if you can believe it, the society, the business, the corporation, the community, the country you're inheriting has already been optimized. No, we don't need change. Right? I guess it's the same thing, right? Journalism majors, political science majors, young 17-year-old asshats who don't know jack fucking shit, listen to their fucking Marxist professors that you need to change the world. And they come, I know better. I'm a 17-year-old. I'm going to change the world. So you've never worked in the real world is going to tell thousands of generations of human beings who've trialed and errored it to this level that you know better. Yeah, feminism, women don't need men. Men are bad. The patriarchy. Oh, let's see how that works for the oil refining business. You let me know how that works for the oil supply. And it's a philosophical question because I would like to know, and I know the answer. We're never going to get there. We're never going to get to a point where Pizza Hut is just open and Walmart is open 24/7. They serve good pizza, and I could go buy a bottle of Jack Daniels, some ammo, and an Xbox video game, which I did one time way back in the day at Walmart at like 3 a.m. I don't think we're going to get back to that, right? We're never getting back to that. And if we're not, then again, that there are some consequences, and especially for you younger people. It means that corporations, if we're sticking with corporations, you're neither places that are possible for employment, and you are neither places that are possible for products and services. If you corporations are going to constantly fuck with shit, right? I, whether I talked about the the Bosch washer and dryer where you need an app. Fuck you, Volkswagen. If you pay a subscription fee, we'll give you full horsepower to the car. I mean, you guys really need to go swim to Japan with a cinder block around your waist in Minecraft. In Minecraft. But I'm just trying to save you young people, the pain and the agony. If you got these companies that are perpetually constantly improving and tinkering with this, and they never get to the point that you're at cruising speed and cruising altitude. Now we do a production run, we just bang out some great cars. or we make some fizzy widgets or whatever it is. And they're always having team meetings and just, well, we're gonna implement this new change. We're constantly gonna reorg. We're gonna outsource to oversee. Oh, we're gonna have AI. AI, that's the new thing. And then we're gonna hire you, but now we're gonna find. Now we're gonna right. How many times? My God, how many times have you gone into an office and then you get a new job, and in under a year they're changing your job? I got an idea. Stop fucking changing things for like 3 years and just run it, man. Just run it. Take advantage of the infrastructure you made and run it. And then if there's like a real change, maybe 3 or 5 years, maybe you change some things. But God damn it, I want to find who came up with, maybe that's what, who came up with continual improvement. Who came up with continual improvement as a business strategy? Who was it? Some Professor Fuckwitz, known as Kaizen, was not conceived by a single person, but evolved from American Quality Council, with Walter Shewhart establishing early statistical methods and Edwards Deming later developing them in post-war Japan. All right, so that's not the idea. Well, it wasn't even that. Statistical method. Well, that's statistical analysis. Toyota production system. Concept was then popularized with quality management. This is, I'm not talking about the early stuff. I'm talking this obsession of fixing shit when it ain't broke. That's what it is. Why do you corporate? I know, because you're egomaniacs and you don't give a shit about the core. I gotta put gay flags at Target. That's what I gotta do. Well, we appreciate our gay customers. Maybe like on Gay Pride Day, we have no the whole fucking year. It's a bit much, don't you think? Might that alienate some conservative or religious people? No! My ego demands it! Who got in there? Why'd you guys let the person do that? Hey, I know. You know what Bud Light needs? Some tasty ingredients in their beer for a change? No. We need the gal, the Mulvaney guy to come in and pose. Oh, is that what the 38 marketing executive said? She sure did. Good. Did she drink the beer? No. Hey, yeah, what do we need? What do we gotta do? Let's do ESG and DI on all of your video games. Have you ever played a video game? No. I'm Andrew Wilson. I'm the CEO of Electronic Arts. I don't know what a fucking game is. Bro, you got a nice sweater tied around your neck there, bro. Nice. Put your hat on back, bro. Rugby, bro. I got nice hair. That's how I got my job. Oh, you do? You do have nice hair, don't you, sir? You've never played a video game. That's why I'm in charge of a video game company. Oh, so for the younger people out there, look, I've already said white collar work is not tenable. Blue collar work, you're going to run into it less, right? But try to avoid these. If they're always improving, and CP, like they say, you say, is there any CPE requirements? That's a great question to ask for an interview. I got my PhD or whatever. I got my master's. Is there going to be any further educational requirements for this job? And if they say yes, you go, oh yeah, every year you gotta get your okay, all right, cool. And then with the products, dude, you wonder why the products are expensive and breaking all the time? You're constantly retooling the manufacturing in the machines. Just leave it be for a while, man. Link below. I think, the world's greatest accounting career. I don't know. I'm just trying to make your life so much easier. Just avoid this. Go into self-employment, which one of the quickest ways to do that is through accounting. So me and Chad put together a course called The World's Greatest Accounting Career. I think maybe I have my Amazon affiliate link below. I don't know. They're going to change and mess with that too. Crap game, $2. Meetings don't equal work. They equal laziness by leadership. Why would a leader see? I've never understood it. I'm not kidding when I say this, corporate leaders of America. I'm not as dumb as you. Please explain to me. Carry my superior intelligence. Sorry to sound so arrogant and cocky, but I've tolerated you assholes long enough. Why the hell is there a meeting? Why? I understand if there's a project and everyone in the meeting is involved in the project and you'll all have to make decisions. Why do you drag your entire labor force into meetings? And there's no reason for it. I don't know how it's laziness, though. Isn't that just what work is getting done? No one's work is getting done when you're in a meeting. To the chickens, $5. Please advertise the Costco $1.50 hot dog. Okay. Isn't that everyone knows about that, right? I have a friend who works alongside Costco, and he's gotten me in. I've gotten to see what Costco looks like, and I'm very impressed with it as a business. Not a Democrat, but I also heard they pay their employees very well, which is very good. Oh my God, I wonder if they got turnover or not. What if the turnover is lower than Sam's Club? Fuck. Crap game, $2. When you have a rotted frame, you get a house fire. No, I don't do insurance fraud. Inquisitor Tibby, 20 generous dollars. Just another example of being a small developer kicking the yes, thank you. Good observation, Inquisitor Tibby. I did play what's it called? The French game. Expedition 33. Outstanding game. Outstanding. There's some problems I had with it, but an outstanding game. And they did it with a staff of 38. And what was their budget? 30 million? And they just blew the pants off of everyone else. I bet you they didn't have a bunch of bullshit meetings. I bet you that we got to reorganize. I bet you there wasn't like an organizational expert. Remember the degree organizational psychology? Fuck you. Worthless hack. You see, if we dim the lights a little bit, get the fuck out of here. Get your ass on the work line right now. Just another example of being a small developer kicking the AAA game's ass. Look at Team Cherry and their newest release, the Hollow Knight Silk Song. Okay, let me type that in. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Hollow Knight Silk Song. I just bought what's it called? Oh, I recognize this. Yeah. I just bought used Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I love the Yakuza Like a Dragon series. They're really simple and fun. I enjoy them greatly. Even the plots, they got great character development, even though it's kind of schleppy. I'm like, I can kind of get into this. Oh man, he did Gyoru wrong. Oh my God, he stabbed him in the back. Let's kick that guy's ass. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Yeah, this one is people like it and it's cheap. Imagine that. Shuts down all major online retailers and pirate websites are buying your game. Yeah, I heard about that. It's affordable. It's not garbage, and people aren't pirating it anymore. People are going to buy the game. You know what's the worst is when you have any game come out by Sweet Baby Inc. or one of those woke consulting groups or, okay, and it's so bad that it doesn't even get stolen. Like the pirates don't even steal it. It's so bad. That is hilarious. But yeah, pirates do have honor. Guidelines. Free gender, 10 generous dollars. My boss told me we will never post the wages because that's like government work. A month later, corporate posted the wages on Indeed. Laugh out loud. Get the wages. Get with the wages, boomer. Free gender, I hope you're there temporary, just on your way to becoming self-employed or some kind of skilled person who calls their own shots. Guys, it's not, I want to say the word again. Let's look up the word tenable. I know I heard about it in the last Boy Scout. Tenable. Not teeny bell. Tenable. Teeny bell. Some freaking show here. Tenable. Architects of exposure management. Dude, what? Just tell me what it means. Tenable means holdable. In the past, it was often used in a physical sense, for example, to refer to a city that an army was trying to hold militarily against an enemy. But nowadays, it's almost always used for speaking of held ideas or theories. I thought it meant possibility. An untenable situation. Right. It's not a tenable situation. The current here. The offer of employment and the careers being offered to young people today are untenable. They cannot be held. They are not sustainable. for many reasons. The one we're talking about here is corporations never stop fucking with shit and allow you to go and do your job. And worse, they constantly change your job. I think that's what everybody wants. I just want to do this one thing and not learn more fucking school and then go home. And it also brings up the philosophical question. Look, if you're just going to constantly change shit, why should I even go to school? Why not starting at 5 and just start working with my dad in the fields? Why would I go K through college, get an education if you constantly change shit? And yeah, fine. You don't have to post. That's fine. You don't have to post a wage. That's fine. I'll go for somewhere else. You are being led by people with a 10Q IQ on a good day. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. I'll see you guys later, Toodles.